Now that we have the conditional structure, we're going to look at extending our project with discriminant. Notice we're still in the package for variables, which is where we've been doing these so far. So we're going to take it a step further, and we're not going to actually calculate just the discriminant anymore. We're going to take it a step further and actually find the solutions. Now we're going to do the exact same thing we've been doing. So it's going to tell us, oh, I'm going to calculate a discriminant. Here's how I do it. And the values, we'll try one with one solution. So 1, 2, 1 has one solution. And we compute that solution is -1. We can run it again and do it one with two solutions. And we get two solutions, -2 and 3. -2 and -3. And once more with no real solutions, 1, -1, and 1, there are no real solutions. So we're going to do what we did before, where we get the output out here to tell us what's happening. Then we ask the user for input. Then we calculate the discriminant, and then we calculate the solutions depending on the value of the discriminant. Remember, when the discriminant is 0, there is exactly one solution. When the discriminant is positive, there are two solutions. And when the discriminant is negative, there are no real solutions. It is called the discriminant in part because you are able to discriminate, or you're able to determine between whether there are 0, 1, or 2 solutions. So if you're trying to find these solutions, remember that the formula is given by the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and that is all divided by 2a. But a few things to keep in mind: to do a square root in Java, you need to call math.squareroot. So math.sqrt is the square root function. You'll also notice that this b squared minus 4ac is actually the discriminant, so you don't have to calculate that again. Finally, the thing to notice is that there is no plus or minus in Java. So the way we actually write that is we do one calculation using the plus, and then I'll just put this out to the side so that we have it. We do another calculation using the minus. So that is how you find the two solutions. Now, if there's only one solution, the discriminant is 0, then you actually just result it down to 1 because there's no plus or minus. So we'll just delete the second solution. And since the discriminant is 0, we can keep it in there or leave it out. But if it's just one solution, it collapses down to just -b over 2a. So this is good practice, one, in getting your conditionals figured out, but it's also good for making sure that you are able to use your order of operations and use your parentheses correctly in Java to do computations. So if you want to check your answers before you go into the next video, a good way to do that would be to run your program with some data and then check with your data against some online tool that can solve quadratic functions for you. But before going on to the next video, remember that's where you'll be able to see the solution I have here, but remember there will be definitely multiple possible correct solutions.